10, 15 minutes? 10 minutes. Well, the team at the office have put together about 40 slides. So I'm going to have to go through these very, very quickly. But if anybody needs a copy afterwards, I think the organisers will make a copy available. So we're going to talk about, when it comes up, Philippine property market. Slight technical hitch. And we'll start off with the office sector because that's probably the most active and most relevant at the moment. 5.5 million square meters of supply from 2009 to 2018. As you can see, from 2009 to 2014, most of it's coloured in grey, which means that it's already leased. But as you go forward from 2015 to 2018, there's lots of red bits, and that's the vacant supply. However, the horizontal blue line represents annual take-up, and that is now increasing to an average of about 450,000 plus square meters per annum. So our view is that although there seems to be a lot of supply, it will be taken up by the demand. Now you can see in 2014, out of the 579,000 square meters built, 514,000 were leased. And for this year, it's a much bigger supply, 745,000 square meters, but already 67.9% is leased out. So 506,000 already leased out as of the 1st of this month. And there we have the figure for 2015, 745,000 square meters. And if you just look at Bonifacio Global City on the left, you can see that already about 250,000 square meters is committed. About 68% is already committed at the half-year stage. And there we go, for 2015, 68% already committed, and for this year, or for next year rather, transactions are already taking place. In other words, these are pre-commitments. This is quite a new phenomenon. Usually in the past, tenants would only lease an office building when they needed it, but because of the shortage of supply for certain types of offices, many tenants are now committing 1 or 2 years before they actually need the space. So that's the pre-commitment phase that we're now going through. Average office rental rates, you can see that from 2014, throughout 2014, office rents went up on average somewhere between 2% in Ortigas and as high as 30% in Quezon City. And already this year, to the second quarter of 2015, there's already been some rental growth in Bonifacio Global City, Makati, and Bay City. So what are the demand drivers? Well, you can see on the left-hand circle, the BPO sector is by far and away the biggest driver, 63%. The retail and service sector is way behind, as is manufacturing and pharma. But it's really all about BPOs at the moment. Where are these located? Well, if you look at the right-hand circle, the three main areas, Bonifacio Global City, Makati, and Ortigas, really the areas where it's all happening. Outside of Metro Manila, Cebu is the favoured location. The BPO sector, which I said earlier, has been the main driver. It employed 1 million full-time employees in 2014. By the end of this year, it will be 1.1 million, and by the end of next year, 1.3 million. So that requires additional office space at about 5 square meters per person. So for this year, an extra 500,000 square meters, and then 900 to 1,000 square meters in 2016. And our own company have got our top picks for where in the next locations. As I said earlier, Metro Manila has seen the bulk of the activity, and outside of Metro Manila, Cebu. But these other towns, cities, locations are all areas where we see big prospects for the BPO industry over the next 5 years. And why? Why these locations? Well, first of all, they're untapped markets.